Seeing that money in my bank account didn't mean anything to me. Hi, welcome to the Itsobvioussbut podcast. I'm your host, Emma Aurora, but you can call me Amor or War. I know it's obvious, but money isn't everything. I remember being a kid and always having enough money, enough for bills, enough for a place to live, enough for food. But there's often opportunities where I just didn't have enough to do the things I wanted to enjoy. So I started thinking in my mind that it was money that I needed. But as I got older and I started working and making money, seeing that money in my bank account didn't mean anything to me. It didn't make me any happier, but it was what the money could do for me. I just came to this realization recently. It's not the money that I want. It's the financial freedom. It's the peace of mind and just freedom of time that I'm not trading my time in for money. It's so interesting because since I grew up with this mindset, even when I had money, I felt like I didn't have money. There would be times when I would specifically save up for something, and when I would meet my goal, I would end up spending the money because I felt like, no, I need this money. I need to keep it. And it went from needing money to do the things I wanted to enjoy to just needing the money itself. And I realized even when I had large sums of money, looking at it in the bank account didn't really do anything for me. It didn't make me happy. Maybe it made me feel a little safe, but it didn't make me happy. And you know how they say, money can't buy happiness. And I kind of understand it now as a grown up, and just watching a lot of people who talk about money, I realized that what I really wanted from money down to its core was to have adventures, to have experiences. I wanted the ability to do stuff like go skating, traveling, concerts, like all the fun stuff. But it wasn't the money I was really searching for, but I got wrapped up in the money because I knew it could buy me stuff. So I put all of my intention and self-worth on how much money I had. And it really wasn't the money. It was what I wanted to use that money for. Money is just a vehicle to get what you really want, because the money itself is just paper. Me having a dollar bill in my hand, that doesn't make me happy. Money is just a tool and is not the end all be all. Now, I'm not saying that money is not important, because like I said, it gets you the things that you want. It's just important not to put your worth into the amount of money that you have, because the money is not what's important. It's what that money can do for you. Something I realized is that we spend our money on things that we see more valuable than the money. So if I want to go to the movies, I'm spending and trading in that money for a movie because I value the movie more than I do the money. You see, when I heard that for the first time, it was such an aha moment. I never realized how spending money on something was me deciding that that thing was more important than the money. It may be obvious to some people, but sometimes we go through life just not realizing things. We're just doing it because that's what we saw growing up, or that's what we're used to. And to really sit down and hear different perspectives about what people think about money and how they spend their money and how they view it is really eye-opening, because you start to question all of your actions and all your beliefs and have these it's obvious but moments. I know it's often talked about how there are a lot of rich people who are not happy, and we have to realize that yes, money can solve money problems, but it can't solve the other problems you may have, like family problems, mental health problems, health problems. Sometimes it does allow you to get better health care and stuff, but it doesn't actually, for the most part, solve the problems. And actually, sometimes it creates bigger problems and puts a target on your back. I want you to sit back and look at your life. I want to know, have you ever been in the rat race to make money just because you feel like you need the money and that's going to make you happy ultimately? Have you ever been in a place that you had a lot of money, but it didn't make you feel better? Have you ever realized that when you spend your money, you're trading in for something that you find more valuable? I'd like to know your thoughts about money. Did you always believe that money is a vehicle or a tool to get what you want? Or did you view it as something that you lacked in your life and that you just needed a lot of, not really knowing why? If this conversation made you think more about money and how you view it, please like this video. If you're listening on the podcast, rate and review the podcast. And if you're on YouTube, comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd like to open this conversation up that we talk more about money and devaluing it from our personalities and our self-worth, because we are worth way more than our net worth. I'm glad to have had this talk with you, and I hope it allowed you to have many aha moments and make you think about money differently and see it as a tool. I appreciate you being here. Take care.